All right, here is your World Conflict Live 247 daily update.
Welcome to World Conflict Live 24/7. We are tracking major breaking developments across the Middle East tonight, and this is one of the most intense phases of the conflict so far. Multiple fronts are active at once, including Iran, Lebanon, Israel, and the Persian Gulf, with serious global implications. Let's start with one of the biggest developments today. Reports confirm that Iran struck a fully loaded oil tanker near Dubai, raising immediate concerns about global shipping and energy security. This is a major escalation targeting one of the world's most critical oil routes. The Strait of Hormuz remains at the center of this crisis, and any disruption there impacts global fuel supply. Gas prices in the United States have already surged past $4 per gallon, and oil markets are reacting sharply. At the same time, the tone from Washington is escalating. U.S. leadership is signaling that the coming days could be decisive, while also calling on allied nations to take more responsibility for securing oil routes. There are clear signs of pressure being applied not just on Iran, but also on U.S. partners to step up involvement. Now to Lebanon, where the situation is rapidly deteriorating. Israel has announced plans to establish a major buffer zone in southern Lebanon, extending up to the Litani River. Officials have stated that large numbers of displaced residents will not be allowed to return to the area. Even more significantly, statements today indicate that entire villages near the border could be destroyed as part of this operation. The humanitarian impact is severe. More than 1 million people have now been displaced in Lebanon, with over 1,000 reported killed. Aid efforts are struggling to keep up, with only a fraction of required funding currently available. Many civilians are sheltering in overcrowded conditions or relying on temporary arrangements, and officials are warning this could turn into a long-term displacement crisis. There is also growing concern over the safety of United Nations peacekeepers. Recent incidents involving deadly explosions and projectile strikes have put UN forces directly in the line of fire, highlighting how dangerous and unpredictable the situation has become on the ground. Meanwhile, on the Iran front, Israel has made it clear that this campaign is far from over. Officials say strikes could continue for weeks if necessary. That signals a sustained military operation rather than a short-term exchange. Iran, in response, is maintaining pressure through missile and drone capabilities and has issued threats targeting U.S. interests and companies across the region. When you look at the bigger picture tonight, this is no longer a contained conflict. It is a multi-front war with interconnected consequences. Military actions in Iran are affecting global oil markets. Operations in Lebanon are creating a massive humanitarian crisis, and political tensions between major global powers are continuing to rise. There is also a clear divide internationally. Some countries are pushing for continued military pressure, while others are calling for immediate de-escalation. Diplomatic efforts are ongoing behind the scenes, but so far they have not slowed the pace of escalation. For those just joining us, here are the key points tonight. A major oil tanker strike near Dubai is raising fears of global energy disruption. The United States is signaling decisive days ahead, while urging allies to step up. Israel is preparing for extended strikes on Iran. And in Lebanon, a large-scale buffer zone plan is unfolding alongside a growing humanitarian crisis. The critical question now is where this goes next. Does this continue to escalate into a wider regional war, or does the pressure force some kind of negotiation? Right now, both paths remain possible. However, with each new strike and each new development, the risk of broader conflict continues to grow. This remains a rapidly evolving situation, and we are monitoring all fronts closely. Stay with us for continuing live coverage as we track updates from Iran, Lebanon, the Gulf, and beyond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss important updates as this situation continues to develop.